all control. Gravity is all that I know. She's over me. She's over me. She comes with her hypnotic dance. She holds me here with only a glance. She's over. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the Paranormal Portal. I am your host, Brent Thomas. It is our Friday night Paranormal Portal, which is 2 hours scheduled of nothing but paranormal fun. But we got a special, amazing show lined up for you guys tonight, and it's one of my favorite shows that we do, and we do it regularly, but it's such an incredible opportunity for you, the listeners, to get involved, and we have such an incredibly kind and wonderful person to come in and offer herself freely to help those of you out there that choose to get involved. And I am speaking, of course, of our wonderful friend and Paranormal Portal psychic, Mrs. Debra Varner, who is here with us tonight to do free readings to callers of the show. Deb, are you there?
I sure am. Hey, everybody.
She's here, ladies and gentlemen. See, it's not me. I wasn't making up anything. I was telling the truth. I talked her out of early bedtime tonight. So no, she loves doing these shows. In fact, Deb. You are always saying to me, "Hey, how does this work out? Does this work out?" So that to me is really cool because it can't be easy for you to do this.
Well, it is, but it isn't. I mean, It's something I really enjoy doing, but I mean, yeah, there's always a curiosity about certain things.
Sure. No, I understand. And ladies and gentlemen, the call-in number is 720-923-0500. Again, 720-923-0500. If you want to call in, please do. Again, 720-923-0500. Man, I confused myself. But call in, hold the line. There's no general length of a reading. It's going to take as long as it takes. But I would ask those of you who are calling in, please call in with a question, maybe two, but that's it. I know you get into the moment. I know what it's like. You just want to keep asking questions because you something else occurs to you. But please be respectful that there are other people waiting to get a chance to get on as well. And if you keep it to one or two questions, we can move along and get to everybody. Now, I was talking to Deb before the show. If we don't get to everybody during the scheduled 2-hour network show, we will do overtime on YouTube. So just if you're not already on YouTube watching us, go to youtube.com/Paranormal Portal. If we go through the 2-hour network time and still haven't finished, you can still watch what's going on. But Deb, during her readings, there's silences. Don't let that silence make you uncomfortable. It's just there is a process to these readings, and sometimes it involves Deb just channeling in and getting dialed in on what the information is. And so sometimes that requires silence. It doesn't, I know some people get really uncomfortable with silence. It's like, oh, am I supposed to say something? What's all this silence about? Just relax. It's just part of the deal. Now, Deb will often say, they are telling me, they, you're going to hear they a lot. And this is a question that comes up every time. So I always open these shows with this brief explanation. They is Deb's spirit guides, who she is communicating with, who are communicating with your spirit guides to give her insights into things that you may need to know. So that's the process, ladies and gentlemen. And Deb, We have got several phone calls on hold. So, are you ready to dig in?
I sure am.
Well, let's get started in our first. Let me do this. I got to move this a little bit. Okay, I got so many windows open. It's crazy. But I got area code 203. You're on the air.
Hi, this is Heather Steinhoff. I'm calling in with, well, first of all, Brent and Deb, thank you so much for hosting the portal.
Oh,
I was calling to please ask about any relationship or career guidance that Deb's guides may provide.
perfect.
Okay. Hi, Heather. I'm glad you got through. Let's see what they're saying. Well, talking about relationships being better next year. 2020 seems like it's going to be a good year for most people. Um, there's just a lot of good energy coming, it seems. So, yeah, as far as relationship goes, next year is looking good. Um, oh, not necessarily the very beginning, maybe a little bit later on, closer towards summer, into summer. Career. I'm not sure, quite sure what they're talking about. This is, as far as career is concerned, um, it just feels like something new and different is on the horizon. Um, maybe even, uh, have you been talking about moving?
I'm open to it. I have a lot of what they say iron in the fire.
Yeah, because they're talking about a possible move in your very near future. And it just seems like it has something to do with the career business. Um, yeah, they're just they're discussing a new move for a better career, more money, more possibilities for growth. Um, and there again, they're talking about next year. It looks like maybe March through, they're talking about July, August, that most of the new things are going to, you're going to start seeing them coming to light and into fruition. And yeah, it seems like all of the things, all of the above look like they're going to be good changes for you. If you can just hold out till
Devin,
next year.
thank you so much. Absolutely. I'll just keep working hard and praying a lot. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Let me know how things go, okay?
Super. Thank you.
All right. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Heather.
Heather.
Have a good night. And that was our first call. That went good. We got another one, and this is from kind of in the area of my old stomping grounds. I think I might know who this is. But area code 763, you're on the air.
Hi, Brent.
Hi.
Hi, Deb. This is Linda.
Well, hi, Linda.
I got through pretty fast.
You were in there. You were
I'm
in there
glad you
even
did.
before we went on. Before we even started the show, she was in the hold. So you did it right.
Good.
Wow.
Good.
Whoa.
All right, I'll get out of the way and let Deb do her magic.
Okay, Linda, what
Okay.
can I do for you?
Well, Deb, I was wondering if maybe they would be so kind as to maybe tell me about a past life. That kind of intrigues me, and I would like to know if they'd tell me one or couple or any.
Well, there was some whispers earlier about ancient Persia, and that really caught my
Wow.
interest because I'm into ancient history. You were
Wow.
also female in that life. Um, you didn't live a long life. Um, from what they were showing me, you were maybe in your mid 30s when you crossed over. You had 5 children.
Wow. No wonder I went early.
Your husband was a merchant.
Hmm.
I can see you and he working. Um, it's like you were working in a big market.
Oh,
What do I see?
that's pretty cool. Ancient Persia.
I see
Hmm.
fabric. I see
Uh-huh.
jewelry.
Wow.
And I see what looks almost like bottles. Maybe perfume bottles.
Hmm.
You were into luxury items.
Oh,
That's
that's
what your husband
funny.
was. Um,
Wow.
yeah.
The fabric, that's amazes me because that's something that's into my life now. I started sewing as a child.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful fabrics.
Wow.
Definitely something that you're not going to actually find now. I mean,
Yeah. I always wondered
beautiful.
how they could do that back then.
Well, talk to your
Interesting.
guides.
Interesting. I'll
They
have
will
to
tell you.
study about. I like history too. I'll study.
Yeah. Let's see. It's like we're fast forwarding. What else do I have? Okay. This stop is a life in Italy.
Mm.
Here you are a male,
I figured there had to be somewhere in there
and you're a
that
fisherman.
I would be a male.
Yeah, you're a fisherman. Um, this life you live to be in your 60s. Um, trying to see what I can pick up. I'm seeing you on the boat, mainly. Uh, feels like you were married twice. You had 2 children in the first marriage and only one in the second marriage. So you had 3 children in that life. And
Wow.
you definitely went on to have grandchildren. You had about 6 grandchildren.
And that
So
was in Italy, huh?
That was in Italy.
Cool.
Yeah, you were a fisherman in Italy.
Wow. Tuscany.
And
I'm surprised I didn't have a vineyard, but okay.
from what it wasn't Sicily, but it was down towards the southern part of Italy.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll have to dust off my library card.
it looks like that's the only two that they're going to talk about right now. So I'm assuming those were the two main ones that I guess they felt like you needed to know about right now.
Okay. That's pretty neat. It gives me something to think about.
Perfect.
Yeah, where it's like you said, the material and stuff. Look for certain things that are familiar to you. Where if you look things up on those two lives, look for things that are familiar to you, clothing or types of jewelry or just anything that jumps out at you because it would probably have had something to do with your lifetime then.
Okay. Can they tell you if by any of my lives, if I ever passed away from drowning or falling from a bridge type thing?
Right now, they're not saying. But now they're actually, they said you lived into your 60s. They're not telling me, how you died there, but there you're dealing with water.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're not talking about whether that had anything to do with it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But that at least tells you that, there was the water situation in a past life, but they're not talking about either one of those right now.
That gives me a lot to think about.
Okay.
About how I feel about all this stuff now. How come?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting, Deb. You always amaze me. When's my shirt coming, Deb?
When is your... I told you earlier when...
I know, that's so funny.
I told you what they told me, so...
So, Brent, I'll let up on him and I won't tease him so much.
Sounds lovely.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. We'll see you.
Thanks, Linda.
Thank you, you too.
See you now.
Thanks for...
Okay. That was wonderful. We got another call, of course. We got a bunch of other calls, as it turns out. They're flying in. So the next one is area code 269. You're on the air.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you, Brent, and thank you, Deb, for taking my call and helping me.
You're welcome. Just so you know, we got about 8 minutes until break. So if we hit the break, just hold the line. We'll come back to you on the other side, okay?
Thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Harvey, and I was a bit nervous and shy about making this call, but my dear wife of 46 years, Karen, convinced me to go ahead and ask the question that's been burning in the back of my mind.
Very good. All right.
Okay.
It's a two-part question. I'll try to make it as brief and connected as I can. It's how do I reconnect with the spirit guides when I shut them out of fear of becoming sort of a Cassandra years ago? And am I correct in guessing the overall message they're trying to give me from the specifics they've given me?
I will start by explaining that even if you tend to shut them out or push them away, understand for the most part we have basically the same guides. The only time our guides change or go away is if our lives change and it becomes necessary for a new guide to come in it's like an exchange situation, but sometimes even they don't exchange. Another one will come in that you may need at the time. Your guides are still there. Let's see what they say. They're saying for the most part you're pretty good at picking up the messages that they put towards you. And if you don't, they tend to get very loud with you.
Uh-huh. So if I just try to put myself in a receptive state, I should be able to get the
Yeah.
messages they're trying to send it to me.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, and
That's like with a spirit. You can talk to them and ask them, to clarify whatever's going on, or, if you need help in a certain area, you can always ask them, say, well, this is what's going on, can you give me some help? Can you tell me what I need to do, or can you give me a push in the right direction? So, yeah, talk to them, and, it helps to keep things open with them. So, so you're more receptive to anything that comes to you.
Thank you. I think that kind of halfway answers the second half of my question. My wife had a prophetic dream, which was very detailed. It came through accurately. I had a prophetic dream that came through very detailed and was accurate at the end. And then I had three conscious moments where I just got a message and blurted something out without even realizing what I was saying, and they all three came true. And they mostly, the last three were all just kind of non-essential items. But I was thinking, why in the world were they telling me about somebody's furnace going to die, or why did worry about a computer program I didn't even know existed, or why prophesy the fact I was going to break my leg, unless the overall message is to say, hey, Harvey, pay attention to us. We have things to tell you, and here's proof that it connects with your real world. Am I right in guessing that?
The fact that you and your wife also have the same gifts, you two were definitely destined to be together. Of course, you've seen this over the years, and you felt it over the years. Yeah, you two are very, very in tune with each other. And it wouldn't surprise me if you don't actually share dreams at times. That doesn't happen often, but it can happen, yes. You both seem to have the gift of dream visions. Okay, and they're telling me that you both have the gift of astral projection.
Wow. Wow.
So,
Karen just whispered to me, I thought so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi.
that. Karen is, by the way, an avid listener, and she's the one who convinced me to overcome my fear and insecurity and shyness and actually make this call.
Well, thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. You both are very special people. Of course, you know that.
You.
I'm just confirming what you already know. Understand that the things that you have will just continue to grow. So be very open and very accepting of messages from your guides and things that are going on. Like I've told other people, keep a notebook and pen beside your bed. Dreams, if you feel like you have been somewhere while you were asleep, because usually that's when the astral projection happens. If you feel like maybe you've been somewhere or done something, write the information down, because as you put the information down and go back and read over it, sometimes the messages make more sense. You can actually, it flows like waves, and you can actually put them together to actually make the message. So, yeah.
So if I just sincerely tell my spirit guides, I want to hear what messages you have, and keep thinking that and believing it, and try to put myself into a receptive state, that might work, because I was afraid they'd all go away.
Yeah. Yeah, they're still there. Very much so.
That's good.
And I mean, if you're not actually, if you feel like maybe the message isn't coming through clearly, ask them to clarify things for you. Our guides are
Thank you. I will do that.
a very wonderful thing.
That's what we thought. Thank you so much, Deb. I very much appreciate it. And thank you, Brent.
I would say that, you and your wife are twin flames because you burn together. The love that you have is exceptional. You've known that from the beginning, and you're really going to enjoy finishing off growing old together because it's going to be magic.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. We suspected that, but that's good to hear. Fair validation.
Yeah.
Excellent. And you guys did this in just a few minutes.
Thanks.
You didn't have to get chopped off by the break. So
I didn't take too much space.
Nope.
Thanks.
You did wonderful. And thank you so much for calling in. It's really cool. And I hope you got over your shyness now.
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
I did. Thank you.
I hope you have. Okay, thanks for calling in, Harvey. Bye, Karen.
See you guys.
Bye.
That's awesome. I'm going to hold the next call until after the breaks. So just hang on, everybody. We are chewing through the call list really quickly tonight. And so the readings are going wonderfully. Thank you so much, Deb, for all that you're doing. Meditation is important, right? I mean, we just got like 20 seconds before the break, but I just thought when you're talking about
very much, because that helps you calm your mind and helps you focus more.
Yeah.
And when you do that, it's easier to pick up any messages that are being sent your way. Yeah.
Great way to get in touch with your spirit guides, everybody. Meditate. Learn to meditate. It's a powerful skill. We will be right back, everybody. Don't go away for more of the Debra Varner and the Paranormal Portal in just a couple minutes. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Truth Frequency Radio Network.
No hate, no hype, no fear.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to segment number 2 of our 4-segment network night. And we may end up going a little longer on YouTube, depending on how many calls there are and who needs some reading. Because Deb is here and she's with us, and we're going through the list pretty quickly. Though I'm really impressed. Everybody's doing a great job keeping their questions to a limit. That really does help, ladies and gentlemen, because sometimes these readings can go long just with one question, and it's all dependent upon the information that Deb feels she has to bring out. So thank you all for cooperating with that. That's helping a ton, because a lot of times we'd only get through 1 or 2 readings in the first half hour, and it's like, oh man, this is going to be hard to get everybody in. So thank you guys for keeping it limited to 1 or 2 questions. Deb, you doing good?
I'm doing fine.
Well, you're
ready to go.
You're nothing short of amazing, just for the record. But also a special thank you to Freaky Friday for all the promotions that they gave coming up to the hour. I forgot to acknowledge you guys, but you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the love Kev and Scotty and Joe give us. It's been really cool, and I've met a lot of the new listeners from the KBS Kev Baker Show and Freaky Friday. So let's get back at it. We got another call here. Well, we actually got a bunch of new calls, but this one is from area code 863. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Not too bad. This is Noah, a.k.a. Beastly Bronco.
Oh, hey, dude. How you doing? I'm just turning the bass down a little bit so I can hear you better. You're a little muffled, but that sounds better now. Welcome to the show, and I imagine you called for Deb, so I'll let you guys have at it.
Hi, Noah. What can I help you with?
Oh, I kind of just wanted a general reading, and I kind of wanted to know if I was kind of just headed in the right direction right now, for what's going on in my life. And I'm sure my spirit guides will tell you all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're talking about you in and out.
Yeah.
It's weird. The only way I can explain it is, you know how if you're watching a dog show, they go in and out of the poles?
Yeah.
Right now, this is what they're showing me with you. It's like, okay, I'm on this side, now I'm on this side. A little bit on this side, a little bit on that side. You haven't quite hit the center direction. But, good news, you're going to get there. That's going to be a 2020 thing for you, is you're actually going to be able to hit the center of your path and actually stay on it. So, I mean, if you have days where you're thinking, oh, geez, really, don't worry about it, because it's going to even out and you're going to stay straight on the path.
Well, that's good. That's good.
So, let's see. They're kind of jumping around a little bit. Okay, you have got a real character for a guide. Oh my gosh. This one is talking about your love life in next year. They're saying like, hey, hey. So I take that as next year is going to be kind of good for you. It doesn't look like, in that area, things are going to be too difficult any way you turn. So that sounds good for you on your part.
Yeah, sounds good.
Huh?
I need some breaks. Do they say anything about any big happenings going on in my life, big changes, big new doors opening, anything like that?
They're talking about some ideas that you've had rolling around, and some of them have been since you were younger. They're talking about next year would be a good time for you to start putting things in motion. Because you stand a better chance of more doors opening for you. So they're going back and forth. So it has something to do with the arts. And I'm not sure if it's, I can't tell if it's actually art or if it's music. But it has to do with some ideas that you have had. And they're talking about push forward with those because, like I said, next year is going to be the time where if you can get things done, that's the time to do it. They're talking about you got some pretty good ideas where life itself is concerned. Teaching.
Teaching?
Yeah. Are you into anything, or have you been into anything in the health? It's weird because it's like almost a combination of exercise and yoga. What in the world?
Yeah, exercise and yoga. Something my wife is into. And she's going to want to be doing a lot of it when she gets done being pregnant.
Well, from what they're showing me, that looks like something that if you're not into, you should look into also. And yeah, they're definitely talking about a teaching capacity.
Strange. Now, I don't want to take up too much time, but do they say anything about any health issues I may have? Because I have had some of those questions in the back of my mind that I haven't really checked into. That I probably should.
I don't know exactly what it is. They're showing me your chest and your stomach also. But they're not talking about being anything major. I'm not sure. Do you have any problems with heartburn or acid reflux?
Yeah, I'd suffer with it every single day.
Okay, yeah. Well, they're pushing towards going and getting it checked up on. They're not really saying it's anything major, but they're saying go and get it checked out.
Okay. I guess I'll have to start doing that. I'll have to start putting some time into getting stuff checked out.
Yeah, take some time for yourself and get things straightened out. But yeah, 2020 is. It looks like you got some decent things coming and some big changes. So yeah.
Well, that's about what I expected to hear. And
That's not what you expected to
thank you.
hear.
No, I said that's exactly what I expected to hear.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. But yeah, go get that checked out. Check into the exercise yoga thing, because I swear I'm sitting. I'll explain. What they're showing me is you're sitting there almost like cross legs, almost like Buddha. You're in that frame of mind. So, yeah. So talk to your guides. They're the ones that are talking about this stuff, and let them help you out with what they're showing me. But yeah, 2020 looks like you got some decent things coming.
Cool. Maybe I should start getting back into deep meditating like I used to. I used to be really good at it. Maybe I should start.
There you go. That sounds good.
Doing it again.
That sounds good. Oh. And there are a lot of people, honestly, there's a lot of people out there that have a hard time meditating or learning to meditate. That might be a good area for you to go into, too. But I definitely...
Yeah, it could be.
I'm picking up you teaching something having to do with, that type of thing. And mind and body, all of that is together. And it runs in kind of a circle. So yeah, I mean that's what they're talking about for you. So yeah, I go in that area.
Well, thank you.
All right, man.
You're welcome.
Thanks for being a part of the show, man. That's great to hear from you.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Oh yeah, you're very welcome. I was looking forward to tonight. Have it saved on the calendar.
Right. Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh,
good.
That's cool.
I'm glad. Well, thanks so much. Have a good evening.
All right, good night.
Yeah, y'all have a great night. I'll keep listening.
Okay, we'll see.
Good. Thank you.
All right, and we got another call. We got bunches and bunches of them, but the next call is from 412. You're on the air. Area code 412.
Hey guys, how you doing tonight?
Hey, good. How are you doing?
Not too bad. This is Brian. I got a question because I've been having this feeling lately that I lost somebody, well, several people in a little clump in my life, but like little signs. See him here, see him there. I'm wondering if this person is looking down upon me at this moment and has been for the past few years.
It's an older gentleman.
Okay.
The one that you have around you, it's an older gentleman. Not real old, but an older gentleman. More like a friend, but I get a fatherly feeling, like might have been sort of a mentor to you that kind of helped you with a lot of different areas in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're around you very strong.
Because this is for sure. Because there's a lot of time. I mean, but honestly, like I've been involved in a couple car wrecks. It was very violent car crashes, and I'd come out of them without a scratch on me. And people are like, that has to be the work of God.
Yeah.
just for it's odd. Like, I mean, honestly, these cars were destroyed, and different accidents in my life where I'd fallen off a scaffold, and just odd how I'm just still walking this earth. But I always get these feelings, these little signs. Like, I'll see these signs, and I'll be like, hey, it's just odd. Is that coincidence? It can't be coincidence because it happens all the time. And I tell my sister about it. But the older fellow you're talking about, could that be like? No, I had.
Go ahead.
No, I said the older guy you're talking about. I had him back in 1986. A real close friend of mine. He was 6 years older than me at the time.
Yeah.
He had passed away on Thanksgiving night. And yes, he was. I learned a lot from that guy, and still to this day I miss and think about him all the time.
Yeah, well, maybe it's because he's around you. He liked to laugh a lot.
All the time.
And I mean, most of the time he would guffaw. He would really go into heavy duty laughter.
Okay, cool. That's like so bingo on the head. It's amazing.
He's a very cool energy. He was the type that, most of the time he would just let life go by, however it was supposed to. He didn't let a lot of things get to him. Very seldom did he ever get mad.
And that's how I live my life today, too.
Yeah. Well, that's who's around you, and he's watching after you. He hasn't gone anywhere.
Awesome,
he's living the same with you now that he did in life.
So cool. That's cool.
So
every Thanksgiving I go visit him.
Oh, cool.
Tell him hey and talk to him. He's around you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's always on my mind all the time. I appreciate that, though. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in, man.
Okay, you guys have a great week.
All right, good night.
You too. Thanks, man.
All right, take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, and the next one is from 480. You're on the air.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you? Who's this?
This is Tony.
Oh, Tony. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
So I wanted to kind of get a general reading, but I also have a couple of specific questions that I wanted to do with that general reading. So I'll give you both questions, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
So the two questions that I have is, one, I've recently started a new business, and it seems like things are picking up, and I just kind of wanted to get an outlook on how that is. And another thing is I've been trying to work and develop my abilities for doing like mediumship stuff, and I have recently had a lady around me. I've seen her about 3 or 4 times in the past week, and I really cannot pinpoint who she is. Most of the people that I have around me is family members and stuff, and this lady seems to
she's not a family member. She came to you with a message. So she she knows who you are. She's got your number.
Okay.
But that's why she's around you. She this is what I explain all the time. For those of us that have gifts, we carry that light, and they pick up on that, and they can see that. That's the reason you're seeing her, is because there's a message that she needs to get through.
Okay.
Yeah, just ask her to clarify things for you, so you can get the message through to whoever it is that she needs it gotten to. And now there you were talking about it's usually family members around you. Don't be surprised if it's a family member that she's not of yours that she's not trying to get a message through to, because it feels like she may be a friend of a family member. So yeah, I ask her to clarify any message that she is trying to get through to you. As far as your business, I will explain to you that I saw little dollar signs flying around. That is usually a message that, yes, things are going to go good.
I would love to see dollar bills flying around. I'm not going to
lie. I'm not sure it's going to be a get-rich-quick thing, but it looks like it's going to do pretty good.
That's awesome. And then I guess just kind of generally, as a whole, is there any other things going on that maybe I need to know about that I'm not recognizing, or am I generally on the right path in life? What anything you see there?
From what they're telling me, you're pretty good at listening. They don't really have to get on you as far as not listening. It's almost like you feel like you've got an idea about something when you pick up any messages that they're giving you. It's almost like that light goes on. Well, that light is them. So they say that you do pick up, things that they are telling you pretty easily.
Okay. So I think sometimes they must send me quite a bit of information at one time, because I've always got the light bulb going off.
Yeah, sometimes they do. I mean, it depends upon the information of what's going on at the time, because if there's information that you need that, either one or all of them can help you with, yeah, you're going to get bombarded with, do this. Most of the time, one will speak at a time, but it just feels like every once in a while you might have a couple of them that, try to help you with the same thing. But it's because, what's going on has to do with kind of the same thing, or the general, idea is basically the same. So a couple of them may go ahead and try to talk to you at the same time. But, yeah, I mean, you listen fairly well. Are you on the right path? Yes. You're going and doing and feeling and being really the person that you've wanted to be for a long time. You're going to see some changes, but not major changes in things in your life next year. But they're going to be good changes to put you in the direction of where you want to go. A lot of the ideas, a lot of the things that you have wanted are going to start falling into place. So when they do, don't be surprised.
That's awesome. So I do have one more question, and then I'll make that my final one. With my abilities to see and sometimes hear on a medium level, does that make me more receptive to my guides and stuff? Because I can't really say that I've ever connected to my guides specifically.
We got about 2 minutes till the break, just so you know. But if we have to break, don't worry. Just hang on the line, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, with the fact that you are open, yes, it does help you with your guides. That's the main
Right.
thing. And any of that we do, any of the gifts that we have with our guides, anything having to do with the shall we say paranormal, the more open we are, the more receptive we are, yeah, the better chance we have at picking up messages. Just to always make sure and keep yourself protected so you don't have to worry about something coming in that you don't want. But yeah, you are very receptive to things.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll make that my final question. I may send you an email to see if I can get some information on where to look into doing more protection and stuff as I get deeper into this.
Okay. Excuse me. I did a show with Paisley on the spaces between on empaths and what to do to protect themselves. You may want to check that out. That'll give you a little bit of information to help you out there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right. That'll work just fine. I thank you very much for your time, and I appreciate you doing this for me and everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in.
All
No
right.
problem. You have a good night now.
Wonderful. Take care,
You
brother.
too.
Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to our break. So don't go away. We'll be right back after the hour break for more of Miss Debra Varner and the amazing reading she's doing tonight. Don't go away. That is an order.
Play their games. Everybody loves to place their bets. They don't understand the price I paid. They don't care to comprehend. Trace their lines upon my body, dripping scars across my heart. Raging anger boils inside me as their lies keep falling apart. With my silence, I am not a stupid boy. No more breaking me with kindness, just you dance upon my joy. Leading me with empty promise, you're just another fucking mess. Taking off the slice of my sanity, just make sure that you're well fed.
I can't see you, Mommy. Where are you? I've never sensed anything like it. Caroline is not like those she's with. They're attracted to the one thing about her that is different from themselves. Her life force. It is very strong. It gives off its own illumination. It is a light that implies life and memory of love and home and earthly pleasures. Something they desperately desire, but can't have anymore. Right now, she's the closest thing to that.
Poltergeists are usually associated with an individual. Hauntings seem to be connected with an area. A house, usually.
Poltergeist disturbances are fairly short duration, perhaps a couple of months. Hauntings can go on for years.
Welcome back, everybody. Hour number 2 is upon us here on the Paranormal Portal, and our special guest tonight is our very own Paranormal Portal psychic, Miss Debra Varner. Welcome back, Deb, and hope you're doing good.
I'm doing great.
You sure are. Let me just be the first to say it.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. We got a lot of calls lined up, so you ready to hit it again?
I am.
Okay, well, let's get to the next one here. And this is area code 480. Isn't this the one we just did? Hello, 480?
Hello?
Hi, did we just talk to you or no?
Yeah, you just talked to me just a few minutes ago.
Okay.
I was still listening on the same line.
Oh, no. That's fine. I'll just remute you. Just go ahead and listen if you want. Going to the next one then. It's area code 860. Hello?
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Good evening, Brent. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty decent. Good evening, Deb. How you doing too?
Hi, doing great.
Who are we talking to tonight?
Okay, this is Carolyn, but on the chat, everybody knows me as Calorin or
okay.
Cal.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome to the show. And
Okay.
Yeah, no, I listen all the time. I love it.
Okay, great.
Great, thank you.
I'll leave you to Deb because I'm sure you called in for a reading. So, but it's great talking to you.
Yep. Yes. So,
Okay.
I'm a little wondering about things going on with me. Things have been, like kind of like in a stasis. Things haven't been moving forward for me. And this has been probably about like a 3-year span now. And I'm not sure if it could be something else going on around me, or it could be myself. I'm not sure. I'm also looking for validation on other issues with that.
Okay. They're talking about it's time for some change. It's time to clean up and clear out.
Oh, no.
They're giggling about there's a lot in your life right now that you're holding on to that you don't need. And it's causing almost a stagnation around you.
Okay.
They say if you can clear up the air around you, then that will put you on a better path, and things will actually start opening up and happening for you again.
Okay.
by being the type of person you are, you tend to hold on to things tightly sometimes, and it's not always things that you need to hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
it's time to start letting go of some of that stuff. Um, and it's like an all-out cleanup. Um, the house, your friends, because they're definitely telling me there's some friends that you don't really need to be hanging around with. Your mind.
Okay.
They're talking about this clutter there too, and there's a lot of things swirling around there that you really don't need anymore, that you need to sort through and kind of, as it comes around, just kind of throw it out, because that's going to open your mind up for new ideas and new things to come in for you to help you out, and get you in the right direction. Because that's basically what's holding you back right now is that little bit of stagnation. And you need to free up the air around you and your mind and everything. And then you'll start noticing a better energy. Things will start making better sense to you. You'll know more about your path and where you need to be going. And it's like dominoes. Once you get them started, you're going to see so many things that are coming into your life and happening and new and wonderful. And I'm not going to say expectations, things that you have been thinking about that you wanted or you felt like you needed in your life. You'll be opened up more for all that stuff to come in and help you out. Don't be surprised if there's definitely not changes in your life itself. Onward, upward. There are new people that are going to be coming into your life in 2020, and they're going to be people that are more like you, that you have more in common with, that you're going to find a closeness with. So if you can start, getting all of that stuff put in order, and I know it's one of those things where you say, oh no, but really once you get started and you start feeling that energy getting better, you'll be more willing to work harder towards getting everything done and taken care of and getting everything around you feeling better.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I've taken steps to help myself out in the long run. I became a Reiki master practitioner, so I mean that was a big step for me. But it felt like I was hitting a wall, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. You actually might be hitting it on the head with me, in my head, my own head, and clearing out the clutter that's there. Because I do hold on to the past. You're right. There is a lot of problems with that.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of times it's better to leave the past in the past and not bring it forward with us, because doing that, there's also a lot of bad energy that we will keep with us or bring forward with us. It's live today for today and make the present better.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Leave the past. Yeah. But yeah, if you can start, getting some of the old stuff cleared away, yeah, you're going to have the option for a lot of good things coming into your life.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. That sounds really good. And just real quick, I've always wanted to try to figure out a way to contact my own spirit guides. Could you maybe give me a hint as to how to go about it? I do meditate, but It seems like I don't actually meet them.
Okay. Make sure you stay open. Talk to them.
Okay.
If you feel like they've helped you with something, make sure and thank them for it. Always stay open to any messages that are coming through, and keep the conversation going with them. Can you help me with this? Or, oh no, what am I doing wrong here? Can you help me? Because they're always willing to. That's what they're there for, is to help us out.
Okay.
They're also there to boot us in the rear end when we don't listen to them. But but that's what they're there for, is to help us. I've had a lot of people talk about, what's the name of my guide? Okay. Names are so familiar and close together that I myself, and I know there's a lot of others, that readers that really don't deal with the names. You yourself can talk to them and ask for a name. Understand the first name that comes up is usually the name of your guide. So then you can call them by name whenever you need them. But yeah, work with them. And normally the more you work with them, the better the communication gets to be. And yeah, you get to be really good friends.
Okay, sounds good.
Wonderful.
That's really, really good advice. I mean, I just, like I said, I've not been sure about how to go about it. So just stay open to them, and then and talk to them, and look for the subtle signs and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a pleasure hearing from
Sounds
you,
great.
Carolyn.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling in and
Thank
being a part of
you.
the show.
Yes. I'll be listening. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a great night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Okay, and our next call is going to be area code 903. You're on the air.
Hello?
Hello. How you doing?
Hey, this is Justin.
Hi, Justin. Welcome to the show. Thank you for calling in, and I'll leave you with Deb.
Okay. Hey,
Howdy,
Justin. What can I help you with tonight?
Well, hey, I was just wondering, I've been on the show before, and I've shared multiple accounts of paranormal activity in my life, and to keep it short, I've had a lot of, sorry, I'm a little nervous, but
No, you're fine, brother.
I have a lot of poltergeist experiences in my life, and once I tuned into this show, they interviewed me a few weeks back, and on Halloween night, this last Halloween, I tuned into the show, and all of a sudden I heard this wisp and this crashing sound behind me, and I turned around, and there was this laundry basket. I saw the laundry basket, full of clothes, just tumbled upside down by itself.
Wow.
And it was just really freaking me out. And I was just wanting to ask you is there some kind of attachment to me, or does sharing my stories on a public forum open the door to these things? Because I haven't had any experiences in years until I tuned into the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. I was wondering why I had been hearing the song Spooky the last little bit. Are you familiar with that one?
The song what?
Spooky.
I'm not either.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's been around for a while, but yeah. I mean, that just obviously it had to do with you. Okay. Granted, Paranormal Portal itself has a lot going on. And I don't think it's necessarily the show, but I think it's the fact that in telling your stories, you're feeling more at ease with the things that have happened, and you're more open about the things that have happened. You have been able
Well, I've always
to,
wanted to share my stories with people because
yeah,
for a long period of time I felt, not very comfortable with sharing my experiences until, a recent time.
but you've been able to feel spirits around and have a connection with them for a long, long time, and it feels like since you were young.
Yeah.
You weren't really sure what was going on back then, but as you got older, you did. I think for a long time you have been looking for somebody to help you figure out what was going on. Now that you have the family, you have someone to talk to about things that are going on, and you can be more open because you feel safer now than what you used to. I don't feel
right.
like
I just want to know if I have some kind of attachment,
No, I don't feel like you
Yeah.
have any attachments. I think it's just that you're more at ease and you're more open about things. So there's just that chance that, and by it being with you since you were little, you're like the rest of us. You have a light, and I think they just play it back and forth and in and out. They're not really trying to be mean. They're not trying to, I don't feel they're real negative. I think they're just trying to let you know that they're around.
So it's not some demon or something.
No demon, no. And there's definitely a lot of energy around you, and I'm sure you feel that. It's almost like a weird vibration sometimes when they're around. And it's just mainly because you're more open and you're more comfortable with what's going on, and by them knowing who you are, they're just kind of like letting you know that they're around. I don't. It just doesn't feel like they're trying to hurt you, they're trying to be mean, or they're real negative. It's just they're letting you know they're there. It's almost like, okay, we don't want you to be scared if you feel us around, so we're just going to give you little hints that we're here.
I understand that, and that reminds me of a certain incident. One time, years back, I was meditating or taking a nap, something of the sort, and I felt this thump on my head, like someone flicked their thumb on my forehead, And years later, after that happened, I asked my mother, I told her about my experiences, and I told her about that one particular one, and she said, well, your grandfather used to do that to everybody. He used to flick people on the forehead,
Yeah, and the reason he did that, and it's a good thing he did, because you're talking about, you it's kind of meditation or sleep. Do not fall asleep when you're meditating, because that does leave you open for anything to come in, and good, bad, anything, and kind of attach itself to you, or become a part of your life. Things that you don't actually want sometimes will come in if you happen to fall asleep in a meditative state. So yes, absolutely not. And it was a good thing he did tap you on the head to wake you up, because thank goodness he was smart enough to know what was going on.
I I used to practice astral projection a lot, and I might have done that during the time. I don't know. I can't remember. It was so long ago, but
Yeah.
maybe it was a warning for me, like, don't go there yet.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, but be thankful that he's around. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, I'll let you back to the other calls and everything. I just wanted to share that and have your input and everything. And that Halloween incident really got me shook up. And
Yeah, you can have a talk with them too and just say, hey, this isn't okay. Don't do this again. You know, you can lay down the rules. It's your house. You got to claim your space, So
Yeah.
definitely.
Just say it's cool that you're here. Just try to behave yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely. But it's great to hear from you, brother. Thank you for calling in, and thank you for the update. And call in anytime, man. I want to hear if anything else happens. Okay.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Take care.
Yeah, it was good hearing from you, Justin.
Okay, good night.
All right. Good night.
Okay, and we are at the 5-minute mark till our next break, but let's get to the next call. And this is let's see, what the hell? Where am I? Okay, wait a minute. Did he hang up? Okay. No, maybe. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like everything shifted all of a sudden. Okay, well, let's go to this one. Sorry. Okay, area code 480. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? I'm sorry. I just everything like shifted on my call board, so I was like, where am I? So I'm glad I was right. So welcome to the show.
Hi, my name's Cody.
Hi, Cody. Welcome.
And
Hi, Cody.
Hi. So I kind of have like two questions.
Okay.
So about 10 years ago, I had a miscarriage. And I never really understood what happened and why I had the miscarriage. And a few nights after I miscarried, a name Savannah popped into my head, and I've always wondered what that was.
Okay, just so you know, we're down to 3 minutes, so if we hit the break, just hold the line, okay? And we'll come right back to you after the break.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. From what I've been told, a lot of times, the people will say, well, I don't know what I did, or, could have been, it wasn't anything you did. It actually was not time for that baby. Sometimes that will happen, and, we never know why, but it's not their time. They will usually come along years later.
Okay. Now, was the child like a boy or a girl? Because I always get like a feeling it was a girl.
Well, that's really weird because it's almost like both. I don't think it was actually to the point of being one or the other yet. Because from what I'm getting, it's flip-flopping back and forth between the two.
Oh.
Yeah, it just feels like it hadn't decided what it was going to be yet.
Okay.
But the fact that you got the name Savannah, that's really weird. just not. It's just flip flopping back and forth, like the baby had not decided what it was going to be yet.
Hmm.
So I mean, the fact that you had picked up Savannah, maybe it may have been, but what they're showing me is that the baby hadn't decided what it wanted to be yet, but it just wasn't its time. So I mean, don't think that really that you did anything wrong. It happens that way sometimes.
Yeah.
And like I said, usually later on in life, it will be their time, and they'll come back, and they will actually make it back through into this world.
Okay.
And I mean, sometimes their name will change or whatever if they come back. So
Okay, just hold on.
yeah.
We're going to go to break, and we'll be right back in just a couple minutes for more of the Paranormal Portal. Don't go away. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The last half hour of the network show is happening, just starting right now, but we have a lot of calls left on the board. So those of you that are on hold now, hang on the line because we'll be going into overtime on YouTube. We are going to get through these calls no matter what. We're just going to do it. So I've got Deb here, of course, and she is doing readings. And right now we're in the middle of one, and I got to unmute that one. There we go. Okay, I think everything's back to where it was. So continue on, ladies.
Okay. You still there, Cody?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay. Okay. What else
All right.
can I help you with? There was something else you wanted to know.
Yep. So my other question was in regards to my job career. Like, where do you see that going?
Hmm. Well, they're talking about within the next 2 years there'll be a new job and a new position. It's not like it's going to be, tomorrow it's going to be happening. It's going to come within, within that 2 year period, but it's going to be closer to 2 years.
Okay.
But it's going to be a good thing.
Well, that's good. Because right now I feel kind of stuck in the job I'm in. I like my job. I just feel stuck.
Yeah. Stuck sucks.
Yeah. Just, I don't know. When you're like that, it's definitely kind of a problem. But, yeah, it just feels like the job situation will change, but it's going to take it a little while to change.
Okay.
But, it will be for the better.
All right. Better is always good.
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, those are what I had plaguing my mind tonight, so.
Okay.
I'm glad we can take care of your plagues for now. But thank you so much for calling in and being a part of the show.
Yeah.
You
Thanks
guys
for
have a good
calling in,
night.
Cody.
Okay.
You too.
Good night. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. We're cooking away here. Cooking with gas up in here. All right. And this is area code 704. You're on the air. Some of these people have been on hold.
Hello?
Hello. How are you?
Hi, Brent.
Yes, ma'am.
Deborah.
Yes.
Yes.
You're
This is Diane Fowler.
Hi, Diane.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. I wanted to ask you. I've had 5 people who have passed away in the last 3 years. 3 of them were very close friends, and 2 of them were family members. And I feel like that I'm being visited by at least 2 of them. And I wanted to know a little insight on that.
Okay. Let me see what they're saying. You had a female friend that passed that, let's see. I don't know how to explain her other than she was kind of a nut. She did silly things.
Yeah.
And don't be surprised if she doesn't move things around on you to let you know that she's there. She's silly, a cut up. She's got a good personality, a good heart. But Lord knows when she got mad, she got mad.
Oh, wow. You hit the nail on the head with one of them. I was thinking about someone else, but then you really did hit the nail on the head on one.
Yeah, she could be a ball of fire when she got mad. She really could. It's almost like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, only it was Dr. Jekyll and Miss Hyde. But, I mean, for the most part, she was a wonderful person.
What about family member? Do you see?
Let's see. She's got a strong I don't know. She's got a strong personality. I'm having a hard time to get her to go over.
Yes, she did. I can. Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, she liked to gossip and tell
She would be
stories.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. This one feels like a male.
Mm-hmm.
He had kind of a dry sense of humor. He had, when things, well, he was more the one that would laugh at his own jokes, and he would kind of chuckle about them. It was like other people would just stand there and look at him like, okay, that like they were waiting for the punchline, but he thought he had already told it. Well, they're showing me working with his hands. But that seemed like more a hobby type thing. My gosh, she wants to talk. I'm having a hard time to really pull in a whole lot on him, but it's a male, and yeah, he is around you.
Well, the reason I was asking, my brother passed away, and there were some circumstances that happened during his passing, and I was wondering if maybe he knew my side of the story. I feel like I get visited by him. The other person you mentioned, that was one of my first friends that passed away. You definitely hit the nail on the head with her. She had a very strong personality. She had Native American blood in her. She was a ball of fire when you did not want to make her mad. So you hit right on, Vicky. And I could see that, and I could see where she would be like, it's my turn. I'm going to say, I've got to talk, So,
yeah,
but I was wondering about yeah. But I do feel the presence, I feel like, of my brother. I just, real strong. But that's funny that you brought Vicky in. I mean, I can definitely.
She was something, that's for sure. I mean, I mean that in a good way,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not picking up a whole lot on him because she wants to talk. I don't know. It feels like he was kind of the quieter type, and
well, you mentioned that he was a jokester and stuff. He was a Shriner, and he was a partier, and he was, a good person, a strong figure in our family. But yeah, I think you picked up on he would laugh at his own self, his own jokes type person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the two. And you'll have to excuse me. I'm still trying to get over whatever it was I had going on, and so that I don't cough in the phone, I have a cough drop in my mouth. So if I sound funny, I apologize.
No, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better.
But,
no, you're.
Those are the two that are around you, yeah. And they're helping watch over you, and yeah, she's definitely a cut up. Know that your brother, what color are they? Red roses. He's sending you red roses. Usually if they send red roses, that's a sign, of love, and, he definitely misses the family and being around them. But, he's sending you love. Just know that. So if you ever want to talk to whoever's around you, those are the two people that are there. Just, let them know, they're there, and, if they have anything that they may want to tell you. And it may be just, I know she's going to have something to tell you. Lord knows she's going to have something to tell you. But, yeah, just let them know that, they're there.
Okay. Well, thank you, Deborah. I've had fun listening tonight and enjoying the whole show.
Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Wonderful, yeah.
Thanks, Brent.
Oh, you're most welcome. It's great to hear from you again.
Well, thank you.
Okay, have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, and that brings us to our next one, which is area code 336. You're on the air.
Oh, hi.
Sorry for the long wait.
This is Rhonda.
Hi, Rhonda. Thanks for holding.
Hello.
Are you hearing me?
Hi, Rhonda.
Yes. Hi, Deborah. How you doing?
Hey, doing good.
Oh, I'm excited that I got through. I was falling asleep eating potato chips. I'm getting over a cold myself. I've got like a past question and a future question. I've had these. I'm really sensitive to spirit, I believe. And the last caller, what you were saying, some of the things to her, because I have gotten a lot of times where I smell the overwhelming smell of roses. And I just know, I don't know who's with me, if it's God or whatever, but it's just really powerful. But I also have this dream of being a small Native American Indian girl. And my mother puts me the same dream over again, and she leaves me, and it's not a tent. She puts me kind of like it's like a little house with no windows, and she tells me to be quiet, and she'll be back, and she never comes back.
Oh my!
Now, yes, and I look, and I can see myself peeking out the window, and the woods around me, and I've also, with the Native American culture, I've had a bison come to me. and I could see the steam coming out of his nose, and he had a message, and I just never got the message. And I woke up, and it's just, do you see anything along that line of me being maybe a past life as a
hang on, let me see.
Native American child, or...
And usually when the bison or buffalo comes to bring you a message, it's usually a good message. Let's see what they're talking about.
It's been a lot of crazy things have happened, like within the last 5 years. And the buffalo, I believe it was like it's just so vivid, but it's been about 2 years. And I had a Native American woman doing, well, try to, have him come back, but it doesn't work that way. I was just wondering if you had seen anything.
Let me ask you something. Do mosaics, are you drawn to those, or do you like mosaics?
What mosaics? Can you give me a definition of it? I know that sounds so dumb.
No, it's not really dumb. That would be like different stones together in a piece of jewelry, or maybe pieces of glass put together to make a picture, or something along those lines.
I do a lot of art like that, and it makes me feel good, and I love rocks for some reason.
Zuni.
And, pardon me?
You were Zuni.
What is that?
It's a tribe.
A type of
Indian? It's a Native American tribe, yes.
I have another dream of being on my mother's skirt, and she's talking to another woman. I can hear the native drums in the background. They're speaking the native tongue. Why do you think, because I believe I've had many past lives, but why do you think I'm so drawn to this past life? Do you think something traumatic maybe happened?
Because it's our past lives carry messages for us. And when we start realizing our past lives and start putting things together, it will make sense with something that has gone on in this life. And it helps to bring the message forward, and it usually will help clear something up that we've had a problem with. I have to ask you, I don't mean anything mean by it. In this life, with what I'm seeing there, have you had problems getting along with your mother in this life?
My mother? I'm not really. Yeah. I've had a very traumatic life, this life. I wonder if, did I choose all this stuff before I got here? Because that goes into my next question. I mean, I've had a really traumatic family life, lonely life. I've been a loner pretty much since I've been a child, like the age of 5, like that same little girl, Native American girl. But
it just feels like your life feels like it has boxed you in, and the message that I'm seeing with your mother leaving you just is you had a problem getting along with your mother in this life. Understand that. Let me see if I can get things straight here. It just feels like the bison is trying to bring you a message that not to get discouraged, to have faith that things will change themselves in this lifetime. Know who you were so you can be better in this life. That's usually why we remember our past lives. But I would look up the Zuni and check out some information on them and see if things feel
What was that name again?
It's ZUNI because that's what I'm being told.
ZUNI.
Yes.
Okay. And another quick question. Like I said, I mean, I've had the last 12 years have been really traumatic, and last 8, I'm not that I'm unhappy. I've learned how to be happy, you know. But do you foresee? Because I've just been alone, just me and my boys. Do you foresee anybody coming into my life, or friend, or it doesn't even have to be a lover. I mean, just a friendship.
They're talking about well, what you were talking about seeing. Are you drawn to nature?
Oh yes, yes. I'm very much drawn to nature, but I think I've scared myself with too many. I pull away from stuff because I know that I'm a sensitive, and I know that I have this connection, and I think sometimes I fight it because I'm scared of it. What would happen?
I can tell you, it's not. It can be scary, but it can also be a wonderful thing.
Right.
Learn to use it. Learn to control it because you can control it. Sometimes it just takes a little while to know yourself enough to be able to block things out that may bother you. But no, from what they're saying is they're talking about getting out in nature, learning to be happy, learning to be free, learning to connect to Mother Nature, and find out who you are, because understand that in your past, that's the type of person you were. You were free, you were open, and you loved life. And this is who you need to come around to being now. You did have a lot of things that scared you, but you overcame a lot of the hardships and the things that you had to deal with in your past lives. And from what they're telling me now, you will overcome things and you will have a happier life.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I believe that. And one more thing before I go, and I thank you, Deborah, and I thank you, Paranormal Portal. Do you see anybody around me that has crossed over that was a part of this life with me? Like my husband, significant other. I mean, we had a hard time, and he died 12 years ago, and that's when, my life got better. But then it got bad too. But for the best that he crossed over. But do you see him anywhere around me?
Hold that thought, if you would, please.
I have such a strong.
We're about 2 minutes out of break.
Pardon me?
We're about 2 minutes out of the end of the show.
Okay.
But then we're going to go to overtime in YouTube, so just hang on tight for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you listening on TFR, iHeart, TuneIn, and TalkStream Live, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice. Take care of each other. Help each other out and find the magic in every day. And remember to laugh as much as you can. And if you're listening on those channels, stick around, because Paisley Wild will be coming up next with their Spaces Between show coming up right after the Paranormal Portal. If you are one of the people on hold currently, just remain on hold. We will get to everybody on the list, so don't worry. We won't leave you stranded there in the hold section for long. But we will be back, of course, tomorrow night. Don and I will be here on the Paranormal Portal. We're going to get into a whole bunch of fun stuff tomorrow night. Several listener emails and a lot of paranormal hijinks that we love and enjoy so much. So thank you all for being a part of the shows, and make sure to check out our podcast. It's available on anywhere you find podcasts, like iHeart, iTunes, Pandora, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever there's podcasts. So But thank you guys for being here and being a part of our shows and for spreading the word and making the Paranormal Portal absolutely amazing. You guys have done all of this. I can't really take too much credit for it. You guys have made the portal amazing. So thank you guys for that. But stick around, those of you that are in for more readings. We're going to continue overtime on YouTube. So don't go away. And remember, Paisley Wild's coming up next. Come on. There you go.
Censorship and
Okay. Now we are in overtime on YouTube only. So go ahead and continue, Deb.
Okay. What was it you were saying?
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to know if my significant other who crossed over 12 years ago, do you see him around me anywhere?
He has been around.
Pardon me?
He has been around.
Yeah.
You know you felt
Well,
him around.
Oh yeah, I yell at him a lot too.
It's time.
Miss Deborah, thank you. I'll let you get to the rest of the people.
Okay.
Thank you so much, and thank you.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hang on. It's time for you to tell him it's time to go on and leave you alone so you can live your life. Because I don't think he's the type of person to help you as time goes on.
That's what I felt like. I felt like he had control of me in this life, and I didn't want to cry or get upset, and he's controlling me from, like, he's waiting for me, like, but not in a good way.
No. Yeah, don't allow him to do this. Tell him to move on. Tell him it's time to leave. You do not need his help anymore. You do not want his help anymore. You do not want him around you anymore. You don't need him. And go ahead and
yes, ma'am.
Let him go. Okay? But yeah,
yes, ma'am. Thank you, Miss Deborah.
Well, you got good things coming, so hold on, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Keep in touch with us and let us know how things are going, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Good night now.
Night night.
All right. And we are continuing on. We got a call from area code 713 coming right now. Houston. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you? Thanks for holding for so long. But we finally made it to you.
Thank you so much. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great. Who are we talking to?
This is Keisha. Hey, Miss Deb. Hey, Brent.
Hey.
Well, hello. How are you doing?
I'm still standing.
Well, that's good.
And again, your show is awesome. And I always say when I do get in, it gets me through the night. I love your show.
Oh, thank you so much.
Miss Deb, just a general.
Just a general.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see if they tell me what you've been up to lately.
Oh, please.
I'll keep it down. Okay.
Okay. No, I want to know. I want it all.
Okay. Let's see. What are they talking about? Oh, they're talking about some good parties that you got coming for the holidays.
I don't know anything about that, but
yeah. Well, you'll be hearing about it because they're definitely. Who's this light-skinned man around you?
Mm-mm. No.
You know who it is. I get the feeling you know who it is.
You said a light-skinned man?
A light-skinned man. He's funny. He's got a good sense of humor.
Oh. Yeah.
He looks nice. He looks nice. It just feels like maybe there's going to be a New Year's connection or a connection come the first of the year. Girl, you get giggling when you get around him.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do. They so like to tell on you.
That's my best friend.
Yeah, he's We're gonna leave it at that.
Okay, but where you already know, and you know, but we're at odds right now. But I had to think about it. That's why I got quiet. I'm like, wow, how does she know this stuff?
Come on now, really? Okay.
I've been on this line for over an hour for a reason, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see if they're telling me anything else on you.
Wait, say that again?
Huh?
No, I say, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
I said, let's see if they tell me anything else on you.
Yeah, I'm waiting to know. You laughing? What did they say?
They just tickle me. They like to tell tales on you. So I just get really tickled with them.
But overall, with this light skinned man, and I had to think about that. You got me tickling right now with that. But is there anything else?
With him or with?
No, not with him.
Okay.
Just with. Mm-hmm.
You got some new and different things coming up next year. Not just him, but other things in general. Just show me you changing things around in the house, bringing some new things in and putting some old things out.
Mm-hmm.
Change for the better too. Bringing in new and better energy into your life.
Mm-hmm. Trying to.
Well, it's working because they're talking about it.
What about? Because I know you see things and you understand it. What about the last time that we talked? The other one. Because it's too close. Mm-hmm.
Well, eventually the other one is just the other one is going to go about his own way. I'm not really. I'm not really seeing him around you or messing with you two very much next year. I think eventually eventually he's just going to get it in his head, and he's going to go on about his own way.
Okay.
Is that what you're wondering?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're really not showing me much of anything about him being around you. Especially by the end of next year. I just they're not leading me to believe that you're going to be around him. He's eventually going to go on about his own way.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to hold up the line, but thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for calling in.
Oh, you're very welcome. Whatever
I'm going
to keep doing it, because you are bringing good energy in around you. I can feel it.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Have a great night.
Well, thank you.
Y'all have a blessed night.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one. And this is our very own Tales from the Trails, Mr. MCAT. How you doing?
Oh, good.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Just, picked up this afternoon, had the rest of the day off. So, it's a good day.
That is a good day. Way to roll into the weekend.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll leave you with Deb, sir.
Okay.
All
What can I
right.
help you
Hello,
with this
Deb.
time? Hi.
Well, how about another? Hi. How about a general?
A general.
Yep.
Let's see. What are they talking about with you? You're still not doing right for yourself. What in the world? They're still talking about you got to get the eating straightened out. You got to get the sleeping straightened out. You got to get yourself back on a pattern of doing for yourself.
I know.
You know, you are allowed to do for yourself. Let's see. Have you got any information about some investigating to do out in the Midwest?
Not yet.
Well, they're talking about it, so look for it to come.
Okay.
And it looks like it's gonna be more than one building. It's weird because it's almost like it was. Oh shoot! Hang on, my phone is deciding it wants to die. Let me switch over real quick.
All right, go ahead, Deb. You're stuck with me, MCAT.
That's cool, brother.
You got the weekend off?
Okay. There we go.
Never mind.
Okay, it looks like it's where there was an older town. It's almost like there's a newer town built on an older town. And there's going to be more than one place there. You're going to get some good information. So if you haven't heard about it, you should be hearing about it. In the next few months. I don't think it's too very far away, but yeah, I think it's good investigation possibility. And they're talking about cowboys and Indians, so don't be surprised if you get a combination of contacts.
That's interesting.
I was thinking the same thing. That's definitely that will definitely be one to find out about when it happens. But yeah, they're not saying if it's going to be somebody that's going to call you straight out, or if it's going to be something that you hear about to go investigate. Like maybe somebody talking about it around you, or something like that. But at any rate, yeah, you're going to hear about it, and it sounds like a good investigation, and it's going to be more than one building. So, yeah, be ready for that when it comes around.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm interested in that one. But yeah, they're not pinpointing it. They're just saying out in the Midwest. So, yeah, keep an ear open just in case. But that's the two things that they're talking about right now. They're still adamant about you taking better care of yourself and not listening. Obviously, they've been trying to talk to you about it.
Yeah, I'm stubborn like that.
Well, a lot of us are, but yeah, sometimes we have to listen to what our guides are telling us because they love us and, they're trying to help us out. So, But those the two things that they're talking about where you're concerned right now.
Okay. All right, that sounds good.
Okay, was there anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay.
Good to hear from you again, brother.
All right, thanks, buddy. Thank you, Deb.
Thanks for calling in.
Okay, good night.
All right, you bet.
Bye.
Okay, and we've got, I don't know who this is, but it says Anonymous. So, Anonymous, you're on the air. Hi. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, Brent.
Yes, it's me. Who are we speaking to?
Oh, hi, Brent. It's Ruthie Castro. My phone is always doing dumb things.
It was Ruthie. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it came up
Hi,
anonymous.
Deborah, you guys.
Okay, good. Good to see you.
Hi.
Good to hear from you.
Yeah, just a quick question. I know you gave me a reading about 6 months ago about moving to Oregon, and I feel it coming on, but I feel like I'm stagnated right now with a couple things. Like, I haven't been able to write my stories. Just kind of funny things, but just wanted to know if there's something I can do to break that blockage.
Okay, let's see what's going on.
Yeah. And I apologize for my phone being silly.
It's okay.
I'm glad you hung on the line for that long.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
It just feels like somebody is putting some blocks up in front of you right now.
People do that.
Who does not want you to
People
move?
do that.
Yeah, somebody's not wanting you to move.
Interesting. Might be the landlord.
They're like, well, why do you want to move? This is here and this is here, and why would you want to go anywhere else? And it's like they're blocking you in moving forward.
There are family members that don't want me to move forward. It's kind of been that way all my life. I haven't really mentioned it to too many people because I want to keep it secret.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, because I want to get out of here. I want to move north.
Please welcome you. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything I know that you can do to? Well, let me see what I can find out about things that you can do to help you clear what's going on. In fact, right now, let me. Yeah, I got some things that I've got to get caught up on once everything gets straight here. It seems like the last few weeks, every time I turn around, there's something messing me up or something having to be fixed, or so I've got a few things I've got to catch up on. So let me write this down. Okay.
And
Ruthie?
I have been wanting to reach you. Yeah. Life has been crazy the last couple of weeks.
And blockage, how to break those. Okay. You're definitely still going to move, but we've got to try to get these blockages out of your way so that you're opened up to be able to do what you need to do.
Yeah. Because I already picked the city I want to move to. And I was thinking Brookings. It's right there on the shore. It's on the coastline, just above Crescent City.
Nice.
And it's beautiful there. I've been there many times. Yeah, it's beautiful, Brent.
Yeah, I'll bet it is. Wow.
Salmon fishing. Yeah.
It sounds like a great move.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get there, but that's okay. Things work out for me.
Yeah, I mean, they will. Once we get rid of what's going on right now, things should start moving forward pretty fast.
Yeah. I'm glad you picked up on that because I felt it, especially today. I started feeling depressed and I went, this is not me.
Yeah.
And, I spoke to my dad on the phone today. Yeah, it might be my dad. I don't know. He's
don't let it get
I'm
to
his
you.
firstborn, and
They're not showing me who it is. They're just telling me that somebody is definitely, blocking your moving forward. Yeah, getting to go ahead and move and get into new things, and because they're definitely feeling like there's good things that are going to open up and going to happen for you. We just got to get over this, yeah, we'll see what we can do about getting things moving forward for you. Okay. It might take me a little bit of time to get back to you, but I will. I will get to everybody and everything. I'm just hoping everything around here settles down a little bit. I mean, we've had water leaks in breaker box that has been doing no-nos, and just it's like everyday things, and they say things come in threes. So this last thing was my third, so I'm hoping nothing else happens. So I can start getting caught up on. Yeah, I can get caught up on things that I need to do for everybody.
I totally understand that. Yeah. Well, it's good to hear from you, Deb. And thank you. And I will work on finding out who this person is. I'll ask my guides who is doing this and see if I can come up with something.
Yeah. We'll definitely work on trying to get things worked out so you can go ahead and start moving forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel the urge to go so bad right now. I started throwing stuff out of the house. I've thrown clothes out. I'm packing. I'm getting rid of stuff that I've held on to for a long time. I just feel it. I just feel it. I gotta move.
It's time.
So it's like a natural instinct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but I will let you go, hon. Thank you so much.
Okay. We're definitely going to work on getting you moving forward. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in.
Okay, great to hear from you, Ruthie.
Hey, Deb.
We missed you.
Okay, good to hear from you, too.
We missed you.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, miss you guys too. Love you.
Love you, too. Have a great night, Ruthie.
Bye-bye.
She's so nice. All right, let's go to the next one, and this is area code 682. You're finally on the air. Area code
Hello?
Hello, area code 682. Hello? Are you there? Area code 682, Arlington, Texas. Are you there? Arlington, Texas. It's your time to shine, Arlington. Wake up and shine. Because
I hope they didn't go to sleep.
somebody might have fell asleep. Oh. Well, they were on the hold for 76 minutes. The next.
Oh, bless their hearts.
I know. Well, we'll come back to it. We'll try. We'll come back to that one. Let's go to the next one for now and come back. And this is area code 903. Let's see if they're still awake. Hello, 903.
I'm awake.
Miss Stacy, how you doing? How you doing?
Oh, you love me.
That's good to hear from you. How you been?
It's Stacy. I love you both.
Oh, we love you too. Everything going good?
It's going great.
Oh, good deal.
So the one thing that we want to know is about past lives.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know anything about it, so I guess I'll leave it to Deb.
Okay, I think I heard who it was. Could you repeat it? Because you were kind of going in and out over here on my side.
It's Stacy.
Okay, then I did hear right. Okay. Okay, past lives.
You know you love me.
I think, girl, I love you. I love both of you. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. You want to know past lives? Or both of you want to know past lives? Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's work on you. Let me see where they take me. Well, they're pulling me across the ocean.
That's an interesting one. I haven't heard that one tonight.
Well, that's weird.
I'm not surprised.
I thought I was going to go to France. Doggone it! They stopped me in Portugal.
I wasn't surprised that they stopped you in Germany.
No, they didn't stop me in Germany. They stopped in Portugal.
Ooh.
They tend to give us the past life that will kind of help us with something that's going on now. So let me see who and what. Really? Really? Okay.
I like it when she says really.
Well, I wouldn't have thought this, but then again, I would have. You were a dancer in a bar.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. You got good tips too.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Which
it was
explains the whole music thing.
Well, it was down by the water. You were out close to the coast. Okay. There's boats and stuff around, but I'm not feeling like a sailor situation. So I'm assuming it was maybe,
Ooh.
were flirty. You were cute. Like I said, you made good tips. But surprisingly, you were a good girl.
Yo. Imagine that.
Yeah. You were one that you would slap them if they did something that they weren't supposed to do.
Yeah.
I can see them sitting around playing cards. I can hear a lot of talking going on. Ooh, the bartender had a big old gun behind the bar.
Oh.
It was almost like it was on a wharf, but well, darn. Okay, they're moving forward.
He is protected.
That's why I thought I was going to France. You did. You met a gentleman and you moved to France, my love.
Oh.
He he had gone to the village that you were at and met you in the bar.
Oh.
He was he was into banking and real estate. You married well. You also had 3 children.
Oh.
So you had a lot of fun.
We have the kids now.
You eventually settled down, and from what they're telling me, you lived it into your 70s.
Oh, wow. Me now that has never got. I have kids. I have 5 kids now, but it wasn't by me. But yeah.
You led an interesting life. Trust. Don't know why it surprises me because I mean you lead an interesting life now. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. David, give me a holler out so I can hit your energy.
Oh.
I'm curious.
Mr. David is curious on his life too.
Okay, that's why I said
past
give me a
life
holler
because
out.
She
you've
wants to hear
you've
him.
already said his name.
She wants to hear him. Like have him shout out to her.
Yeah, tell him to give a holler out so I can get.
Oh,
hey. Okay, cool. Okay, I got you. Let's see. Where are they taking me? To different places. David, I think you were a traveler.
Ooh, I can see that.
Well. Okay, it's all over I'm going to different places. United States to Canada, down to the south, almost like into Mexico. Go. Maps. Dude was a trailblazer.
Wow.
He worked for a company that Yeah, they made the maps, and he traveled up and
Imagine
down and
that.
back and forth to to do the charting for the maps, and he did
Oh,
that for
wow.
a lot of years. Um, I don't see him getting married until later on in life, though. But I mean, that's well into his 40s.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
The girl he married,
Wow.
she was mixed. She was well, that's really weird because she was from the South. She had wow, she was Cajun and Native American.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they had 4 children. They had 3 girls and a boy.
Oh.
But
and right
he
now we're sitting with 3 boys and 2 girls.
um he though he only lived into his, I would say he was maybe 67, 68 when he died.
Oh.
He caught a fever of some sort and passed on. It was quick
Oh.
because almost as soon as he got sick, he was gone.
Hmm. How?
Yeah.
Do you see us as old souls?
Having been together before?
Yes.
Have you been together in past lives before? Um,
As old souls.
you were together. You were together in the late 1700s.
Oh.
You were
In the 1700s.
the late 1700s. You were also together in. Well, that's weird. As far back as the 1200s.
Oh, wow. Wow.
There we go. That's quite a look back.
Yeah. So yeah, y'all have been together before. That's why when you met, you just it was a familiarity. When you met each other, it's like you had known each other forever, and that's why it's because you had been
Yes.
together before.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You're so right on that.
Very cool.
Those right now are the past lives that they're telling me about. What they're going to tell you about what's going on in this life, I don't know. You'll kind of have to figure that one out because they're not, they're not giving me any information on that. But those are the lives that they say that you need to know about right now. There's something that, to pull from those that will help you with this life. So.
Wow. Thank you, Deb.
Love you, Dad.
Love you.
He's like, love you, Deb.
I heard
I
him.
love you, Deb. Love you, Brett.
Love you too.
Y'all are very welcome. We love you so much. And thank you so much for calling in.
Okay. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
Okay. Our love to the families.
Yes.
Okay. We'll see ya. All right. And now we're going to go on to the next one, and this is area code 309. Are you still there?
Hello?
Hey, you made it.
Hello?
Sorry for the long wait, but we got to you. Are you there?
Okay.
Okay. Who are we talking to?
Yeah. This is Bill.
Hey, Bill. All right. I will let you talk to Deb. Thanks for waiting, Bill, and we're glad you made it on the show. So take it away, Deb.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Hi, Bill. What can I help?
Hi.
What can I help you with?
Hi, Deb. I've been to psychics before, and I had like 3 questions. 2 of them are from a previous reading I had done.
Okay.
And the situation was, on the first one was that I had a very bad divorce, and my ex-wife had committed parental alienation, and she had poisoned the girls. We had twin girls, and about 2017, I think, is the last time when I went, and she had said that they were going to come back into my life, and I was just curious if you could tell me anything else about that. When or
Yeah, they were telling me that you would be seeing them again. It will probably be excuse me. They're talking about 3 years, and understand that they will hear something from some other family members and put 2 and 2 together, and things that they were told won't make as much sense as what they had in the past, and they will be a little bit more receptive towards you. Don't look for it to be an automatic, running into your arms thing. It will be subtle to begin with. But yeah, it just feels like you will see them, and it will work into a bit of a relation. Okay?
Okay. Yep. She said, kind of a similar thing. She basically said that they would be contacting me. And, and I didn't know if I should be reaching out to them or not. And that's really because of my ex-wife and her behavior, that kind of stuff. The next one was, and this is kind of funny, but the same psyche has told me several times. She said, first of all, I was basically clueless about women, and which I agree, and that I was going to meet somebody. Yeah, and I was going to meet somebody, and she has described her. And every time I go back, though, I go, I haven't met her yet. She goes, well, you're still going to meet the same person. And I was just curious if you could tell me something more about that, more than what she could tell me.
Okay, let's see what they're saying. You haven't crossed paths yet, but you will cross paths. This is what's funny. There are people that will cross paths in their early years and wonder why, it didn't work out, or, why didn't things work out then, or how come we weren't together then? Excuse me. Okay. It's because it wasn't supposed to happen then. You haven't crossed paths with her yet because it's not supposed to happen yet. It will, I don't think in the near future. You still got a little ways to go before you cross paths with her.
Oh, wow. Do you think I actually met her before in my past?
I won't. It really won't surprise me that when you meet her, you'll know her.
Okay, that's interesting because the other psychic, who I love dearly, she's like a little grandmother. She had told me that I would instantly know her. Like I would know that this was the one, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is what she said.
Yep.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah. And my last question is really kind of a paranormal one, which is kind of weird. I recently moved about a couple of years ago. I moved to a new apartment. It's closer to where I work, and it's actually an old school that was turned into apartments. And one morning I woke up. I don't know if I was actually awake or if it was like that dream state. And at the end of the bed, I saw this older lady standing at the foot of my bed and just shaking her finger at me. Was that somebody from here? Was that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, don't be surprised if she wasn't an older teacher that had died.
And had been part of the building and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't recognize her. I didn't recognize it as a relative or anything like that.
No, she's nobody that you know. It's just she just happens to be there. She's part of the how do you put it? Oh, jeez. She's part of the interesting background of the building.
Okay. Yep.
You can, you know she's there. She knows you're there. You can try to, talk to her and ask her questions and see if, she lets you know anything about, herself or anything that went on. Because usually if they show themselves or if we happen to see them, it's usually for a reason. The fact that she was shaking her finger at you. Were you a problem child in school?
No, I was not. At least I didn't think I was. I didn't really get in trouble, At least not any more than anybody else, I guess, in my class.
That would just kind of be the first thought that would come into my mind, that maybe she picked up, that maybe there were things that you did, or it's a possibility. Well, I wonder. Hang on, let me see what they have to say. Well, no, they're not confirming that. I was wondering if maybe you had been one of the students there. They're not confirming that, so I don't know. Unless she just associates you with maybe one of the students that she had. Maybe you look familiar to her. But yeah, you might want to try to, make contact with her and see if she lets you know anything. Because we can talk to them and they can hear us, and because it doesn't feel like it's just a circumstance of her playing through something that happened, and it just keeps replaying itself. It doesn't feel like it's that, because I have a feeling you would have seen her more often than what you have. So if you're interested in it, you can try talking to her, making contact with her, and see if, she contacts you back or if there's anything that she has to say. But, yeah, I think that's where she's from. She was associated with the school.
If I try to do that, should I do like an EVP, like try to record it, or like how would she communicate with me? I rarely remember my dreams, so when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's really weird,
Yeah. I have told people before, set your intentions before you go to bed. Put it in your subconscious, that this is what you want to do. Explain what you expect, and before you go to sleep, and then see if maybe you don't pick up more. You can try an EVP and see if you can get anything that way. But most of the time, it's a whole lot easier for them to contact you in dream time. So, you may get something that way. Just put it in your mind and tell yourself. And it may take, excuse me, it may take a few times, for it to actually kick in. But, yeah, I would go ahead and try to make contact with her and see if she has anything to say.
Okay. One last quick question, because those were pretty quick. If you don't mind. My job situation. I like my job, but I just get this feeling because I have a friend he's younger, and he actually has changed jobs very quickly here recently, and I just get this kind of pressure on him to change jobs, and he thinks I'm wasting my skills where I'm at, kind of thing. Do you see me changing jobs in the near future, or?
Not right now, but they're talking about a job coming up middle to the end of next year that you need to really look into.
Okay.
Yeah, because it will be more money, and it will be there will be better possibilities there of you actually moving up the ladder, so to speak. But yeah, don't let him pressure you into. He's a little. He's young and unsettled, is what he is. So he still hasn't figured out exactly where he wants to go, or exactly where he needs to be. He hasn't hit his niche yet, so to speak. So
right, no, I understand.
You're not like him, so don't let him pull you into where he's at, because you're more subtle about who you are and knowing what you want to do. So, yeah, don't let him kind of try to pull you into his situation, because although you're friends and you get along real well together, you're two different people, and I think that's what the draw was. You have things about you that he needs to learn, and the only thing that you really need to learn about him is to get in touch with the inner child and have a little bit more fun.
That makes 100% sense. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much, Deb.
You're very welcome.
All right. Thanks for calling in, man.
Thank you, Brett.
Yeah, you're welcome, brother. Thanks for calling in, and have a great night.
You too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
We'll see ya. Okay, so
Bye.
we are down to one
Ooh,
more.
Okay.
And this is area code 860. You're on the air. Hello, are you there? Area code 860, are you there? This is
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air. If you would like to talk to Deb, this is your final opportunity. No, I don't know if that's the same one that we tried before and that hung up and called back in, but they were just on the hold for 20 minutes, and so I don't know what's going on. But hello, I guess this is Hartford, Connecticut. Was the other one Hartford? I don't think so. Hello. Oh, there you are. Good.
Hello.
Hi, you're here. Okay. I almost was about to give up on you, but thank you for hanging on. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, wonderful. Who are we talking to?
Noli, 420.
Hi.
Oh, hey. I'm glad you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm glad we finally got to you.
Welcome to the show.
I don't know why it just came through on my end.
Oh, cool. Okay. Maybe there was some kind of weird delay then. But welcome to the show, and I'll leave you to Deb.
Cool, thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hi, Noli. What can I help you with?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, good. I was just wondering about, I guess, spirit guides and stuff like that. I don't know, whatever you would want to tell me is fine.
Okay. Well, let's see who we have here. You have an old artist. You have, and it's a male.
Oh.
I'm not picking up a name I'm familiar with, but from what I'm getting, he was very good. Let's see who else. All right, come on, step forward. I want to know.
Sometimes I feel alone. There might be only one there.
No, there's another one there. At least one more, and I'm just. Sometimes they are so hard-headed. Doggone it. He's like a carpenter. Now, with the two of them together, I don't know. He would be one to, if you had to fix something, put something together, he would be the type that would be there to help you out with something like that. The artist, I'm not sure what your background is, but he's definitely one that is going to, push you into, he's going to push you into art. Now, I don't know if you have an art background because, I'm not.
A little bit.
You do have, weird. I'm seeing you sitting and scribbling and doodling and making pictures, and it's like almost your subconscious is doing it. It's not that you consciously do it a whole lot. It's more your subconscious is doing things. Let me have a little talk with him here. Okay, he says that you're very good with putting colors together, with knowing your warm colors to your cool colors and what goes with what, and your shading and your depth, and I don't. He says you have potential.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Okay. You might want to look into a few things as far as art is concerned, because he's definitely there, he's definitely good, and he's definitely there to help you. The carpenter I don't know so much about, because he's a stinker. He doesn't want to say a whole lot. Is there anybody else there that we're dealing with? You have a music teacher. She says you have definite types of music that you listen to, but it's a combination of musics that you listen to. She's she's one that if something starts playing or you decide you're going to maybe sing something, or if something happens at the spur of the moment, she's kicked you into gear, because it's almost like she feels like you're kind of low energy, and she's bringing that up to bring your energy up. Does that make sense? Because, I mean, this is what she's telling me.
Yeah, yeah. I think not lately, but probably like the past. I mean, usually I'm really high energy, but I guess the past 5 years I have not been really into much. Just kind of drab. I don't know.
Yeah.
Existing.
They're there. Start talking to them, because they'll help out a whole lot. And I mean, if she's feeling that you've kind of been down and trying to pick you back up, then she's trying to push you in the right direction. And I would definitely look, from what he's talking about, I would definitely look into things having to do with, if that's an interest of yours, look into things having to do with art, because, I mean, he thinks you have great potential. He really does.
Yeah, I used to, like, when I had trouble, I don't know, sleeping or processing things, I used to just paint, like, random stuff, like chairs and, I don't know, find, garbage wooden chairs on the side of the road or window panels, I don't know, just, like, paint stuff and give it away when it was done, so I don't really have any of it anymore, but, so I don't know, that's probably what they were referring to.
Okay, well, yeah. I would look into stuff like that, because, when they tell you have potential, that's a very good thing. So.
Oh, good. Kind of thought I was just sitting here to exist sometimes.
No, you've got your guides. They're there with you, and you've got the three of them. So, start talking to them, and try to pick up on any messages that you're getting from them, because that's what they're there for, is to help. Let's see if there's anything else that. You're another one that has got some decent stuff coming up by about the middle of next year. They're talking about maybe vacation. By the water. I don't know. Well, it doesn't feel like the ocean. It feels more like a lake. So they say to take advantage of that. You have gifts. You're an empath, lady.
Yeah, I think that's part of my problem, why I kind of stick to myself. It's been hard to get around people.
You're going to have to work on that. Yeah, like I've told people before, we can learn to control it, where we can block it off, put a wall up, or learn to shut it off, especially if we're out around a lot of people, because I have to do it sometimes. If we leave it open all the time, it drives us nuts, because we're constantly picking up information, and it can be a real problem. But yeah, you are an
like a sensory issue.
Huh?
Yeah. It's like a sensory issue. Like, when you like touch cotton and you can't stand the feel of cotton, or Like, I don't know. I don't know. How do you turn it off? How do you do that?
Meditation and focusing, learning to clear your
Right.
mind,
Shielding.
Shielding.
Oh,
I learned by building a wall. Like I've told people, you don't try to throw that wall up all of a sudden because it's not going to work. It's like anything else with the gifts that we have. We have to nurture them and build them. Start with a brick and add a few more, and eventually you'll have that wall up there. Once you have it and you've learned to block off some of the stuff, then you'll be able to pull it up when you need it. But, yeah, definitely need to work on
I'll
that.
practice that.
Work on protecting yourself. There again, I will bring you back to Paisley's show, The Spaces Between, where we were talking about, how to protect ourselves as an empath. And I think she did one later on about protecting yourself. So if you have time, I would check into that.
Yeah, I love her show. I've joined a couple times.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. She's fantastic. She really is. In fact, I've got a show coming up with her tomorrow night.
That's right, you do.
So,
yeah.
Yep. And we got one more caller yet. So.
Yeah, we could be done with me.
No.
Okay. Well,
fine.
Thank you
know
so
how to
much,
get
Dan.
Okay, thank you. You know how to get in touch with me. So, but yeah, thank you so
Yes,
much for
ma'am.
calling.
It's
Thank you, Brent, for hanging on for me.
Oh, of course. I love hanging on. It's what I do. All right. Have a great night.
All right, guys.
See ya.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
We've got just one more to go. And this is area
Okay.
code 208.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Can you? Hi. Good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good, thank you. Welcome to the show.
Great.
Thank you. Thanks for accepting my call.
Yeah, who are we talking to?
My name is Robin.
Okay.
And I guess I kind of wanted to know, I'm at a crossroads, and I kind of wanted to know which way to go.
Okay. Well, left is staying basically where you're at and stagnating. Not a good thing. Okay. Right is on your path where you want to be. And right now you're not quite on that path, but you know that. You felt it. Right is new options, new interests, new people, new. They're talking about a lot of stuff. And this is going to help you stay on the path that you're supposed to be on. The reason you're not on that path and things are opening up is because you're holding on to, what are we talking about? Really? You're holding on to some baggage and stuff that you've had since you were a teenager. That you need to start putting in the past and leaving it alone and walking away from it, because all it's doing is holding you back. You made some wrong decisions about things. And it wasn't because, you're a bad kid. It was just bad decisions that you made. And, it wasn't super god-awful things, but it was just some bad decisions that you made. And I'm going to leave that there because I don't want to tell a whole lot, especially, online, so, on the phone.
Okay.
Okay, so fast forward. We're going to get rid of that.
Okay.
We're going to leave it, let it go, and put it where it belongs in the past. We're going to start from today. They're talking about you cleaning house too. Not only is there some past experiences that you need to get rid of, there are some other things that you're holding on to that have some bad energy that you need to get rid of. This is materialistic things.
Materialistic things. Okay. That I want materialistic things.
Well, I mean, it's stuff that you think you need to hold on to, but you don't really. And you've had that feeling for a little while that, maybe it's time to go ahead and get rid of it because it really hasn't been serving a purpose for you anymore.
Okay.
So you need to get rid of that.
Okay.
Okay. They're showing me a few different things. They're talking about spiritually, you're not where you want to be.
Okay. I've had a lot of growth this year. It's been very fast.
Yeah, they're talking about that's going to change, and that's going to be one of the new changes that's going on because it's like yeah, you were talking about it. It's like something's been kicked into gear. Someone that's around you has been talking to you about there's a female in your life, and she is a psychic empath also.
Okay.
And she's been talking to you about
alive or past?
Too. Huh? No, she's alive.
Alive or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
She hasn't kicked out a whole bunch of information, but it's more like she's hinting around to things that you need to try or that you need to do. Listen to her because she's very, very intuitive. And
yes,
I think
she's a shaman. Yes.
Yeah, she can help you a lot get to where you need to be.
Okay.
Yeah, she's. I love her energy. She's fantastic.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she's definitely been put in your life to bring you to where you need to be. So, listen to her carefully. When she starts throwing out those little hints, because she's very smart. She's very wise. She will help you on your path, and I think she'll help keep you on the path. So,
yes.
Yeah, she's a good one.
Okay. Good. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Now, I am also intuitive, and I have helped on cold cases before. So I have a question for you. When I was helping on a cold case a few years ago, something came into the cold case that is very paranormal, and it's a Sasquatch. I know that sounds strange, but I
Not
have
in the
had
Paranormal Portal, it
lots.
doesn't.
I
That's our normal.
have had a lot of channeling, yeah, with Sasquatch. So, why do you think that entity presence has come to me?
Why do you think it's come to you?
It's actually helped me through spiritualism. It's helped strengthen me.
Cool.
From their wisdom.
There you
go.
This is something that I am finding out with watching some of the videos, listening to some of the shows, and some of the people talking about Sasquatch, that they are very in tune with nature. They are very intelligent. And it just feels like they're, I would put them in line with Native Americans. They have a lot of the same beliefs, and I'm not sure that's not why they get along so well together. It's because they're able to work together where, you know, things are concerned. They're that close in their mindsets where nature is concerned. Loving others and being kind. And, I mean, yeah, I've heard tales of some of them being stinkers. But, I mean, we have that even in, you know, all of the humans. We have the good and the bad. And you're going to run into some stinkers. It happens. But they're bringing things in for you to understand. It's a big circle of your spirituality right now and your growth and you being on your path and heading on the right side instead of being on the left. We've got to completely walk away from the left. We have to go on the right side because that's where everything is going to change. You're going to have so many new things coming around, new people, and I'm serious. You're going to have a lot of people drawn to you. Pay attention, study, listen to the messages, and those are going to help you when the people start coming in to help them. Because you're going to be... You're not going to be like a teacher. What are you going to be? You're going to be more like a storyteller, combination storyteller, healer. You may not necessarily heal them physically. You will help heal them mentally. Through the stories that you are getting, the information you're getting, you'll be able to use that to help these people that will be coming around you. But, yeah, you've got a lot of things opening up to you, and you've got a lot of things that are going to happen. Listen to all the messages that are coming in. This wonderful lady, absolutely, let her draw you to where you need to be. And it's not going to take you long to be on the path where you need to be, and things start happening in your life. Things start happening in your life. Tongue-tied, you know.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay. You've been talking for a long time.
Yeah, she has. And I didn't mean to put you on the spot there. I was just kind of curious because I think that you do have abilities and you probably know a lot of the things that you're asking is the vibe that I'm getting. But it's a good affirmation. But I think as you grow to trust your gifts, you're gonna find that you really don't need to ask. It's already there. You just got to believe in yourself.
Yeah, you have
and
to
that's
believe.
true. That's true.
And not question yourself, because God knows we are our own worst critics. And
that's true. Yep.
Everybody might think that I'm very confident, but I do have my moments where it's like, well, I don't know. I do question myself every once
Mhm.
in a while,
Mm-hmm.
but I have
Mhm.
come a long way in that, and I don't question myself as much as I used to. I have confidence in myself and my abilities and what I do, and you're going to get there.
Mhm.
Trust me, you're going to get there.
Okay.
Very cool. But thank you so
Okay.
much for
That's
calling
all I
in.
needed.
It's wonderful to hear from you, and thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Sure. We'll always be here. In
I
fact,
appreciate you guys.
Deb will be back next month if you figure out something more you want to ask. We'll have her back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you
And
very much.
You can always get a hold of me. Purple Mystic Readings by Deb or Debra Davenport Varner. Those are both on Facebook. My email is purplemysticreader@gmail.com. So, I mean, I'm out there, if you need to get a hold of me, come give me a holler.
That'd be great.
That's for everybody.
Thank you very much.
All right. Good night
Thank
now.
you.
Thanks.
All right. So I think we have done it, Miss Deb. We went through the whole night. We did 3 hours and 17 minutes. So I think that's
cool.
That's a full run, right?
Yeah. Well, see, I think the reason last month we really went, and I'm surprised we didn't go longer, was because it was full moon Friday the 13th. So
there's that. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of people need guidance on that night for sure. But yeah, again, could you repeat how to keep in touch with you for the rest of the listeners? Make sure that everybody got it.
Yeah. Facebook is either Purple Mystic Readings by Deb or Debra Davenport Varner. You can message me on either one of those, or my email is Purple Mystic Reader Purple Mystic Reader @gmail.com.
Okay. And Deb also does private readings, ladies and gentlemen. So look into that as well if that's more to your speed. But you guys have been wonderful. The guys in the chat, you guys have stuck with us for the long haul. Thank you so much for being here. It's wonderful. It's nice for me because on the night you're here, Deb, I can actually check out the chat. So I feel like I'm part of the family again. But anyway,
Yeah, I can't wait to see the chat. I have such a good time, going over the chat and seeing. And I miss everybody when I'm not in there. I really do.
Sure.
But
well,
yeah, I catch up.
You were absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much again for being here, and we'll get you back next month, and we'll do it all over again.
Cool. Sounds like a great idea. Thanks so much, callers. We really appreciate it.
We do. And everybody, we love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice. Take care of each other. Help each other out. Find the magic in every day, and remember to laugh as much as you can. That's an absolute order. And we'll get back to you tomorrow night. Don will be here with me, and we'll see what kind of mayhem we can get into. So love you guys. Have a great night, and we'll see you then.